In this clip we're going to go through some basic setup advice for the type of boat sailed during the BUSA Championships every Easter. With a few basic pieces of preparation and thought before the racing starts, life can be made a lot easier during the racing. This takes away the need to think about what should be the essentials and gives you that time to think about other things like tactics and traffic on the racecourse. Boat performance can be significantly affected by very small changes in trim and crew positions. So let's go through some simple things you could do to prepare the boat and your crew, and also talk about some sail settings which can help these boats go fast. Marking up lines such as jib sheets, main sheets, halyards and outhauls, etc. give the crew members a reference point to return to so that good settings in certain conditions can be repeated quickly and easily. Someone should be making notes of these settings along with the wind and sea conditions and boat speed, etc. and briefing the crew with these bits of information at the end of each practice session or the race. This is standard practice for all successful crews. The main sheet on the F40s is not endless, and this means without a bit of care you can quickly run out of main sheet when you want to bear away on one side or the other. I've actually marked up the main sheet here to help my main sheet trimmer to realise when he's in the middle of the main sheet or not. There's also an Allen key at the bottom of the block here which stops the main block twisting when you're sailing. Anchor rollers, nav lights and cleats should be taped up. Otherwise they're going to get snagged up with the lines, guys and sheets, etc. and they're going to ruin your transitions and boat manoeuvres. Make sure that whatever you use to mark up the lines or tape up things like this is temporary, and please remove them at the end of the regatta. The instruments on the F40s are very adjustable, and you can have them showing whatever the helm or the trimmers need or want to see. It's up to you how you rig the sheets and guys up, but just make sure it works and that it's consistent so that every member of the crew that are likely to be up on the bow know how the system works. I've included this clip just to show you an option for rigging up the sheets and guys and pole. And in this clip the pole is launched on the left and the spinnakers on the right. You can see that I've threaded the guy through the beak and the sheet is led over the pole, and we keep it over the pole by introducing those twists to the guy deliberately. Another way of making sure the sheet doesn't go below the pole is to, on the hoist, the original hoist, is to make sure it also goes through the beak. If the sheet does go below the pole before the jibe, it can cause havoc with the pole dropping down onto the sheet, which on windy days can cause havoc, and light wind days is not fast. So let's go back now and have a look at the clip at the start of this session. On this boat, the leech line on the main needs tightening, and the foot of the jib is too tight, and therefore there's no shape in the foot, which would be useful to add power in these quite choppy conditions. Also, the leech is not working all the way up the sail. The jib cast should be moved forwards to about 5 inches forwards of its rearmost position. These boats generally like to be sailed with a powerful jib, so make sure there's a small amount of shape in the foot to add power. Remember, you should be trying to match the trim and shape of both the main and the jib with each other so that they complement each other and work well together. In this clip we've got the opposite problem. The jib car is too far forwards by about 2 or 3 inches, and you can see the jib sheet is on at its maximum, can't go any further, but still the foot of the jib is leaning against the guardrails, which is not good for airflow or pointing. Moving the car back towards the bottom of the shroud plate would allow the sheet to be tensioned, and we could get some shape out of the bottom of that sail. Also, the crew weight is too spread out. We should have the maximum amount of crew weight at the widest part of the boat. So everyone should move up or down the boat, and I would say that was where the girl with the bobble hat is now. Well, I hope you found these clips useful. Enjoy your racing and good luck.